This evening discussing a new medical resource in our hometowns. The National Institute on Aging says hospice care is becoming more popular, with treatment usually happening near the end of life and focusing on comfort and quality of life. Now a new freestanding hospice center will soon be accepting patients here in Western Virginia. WDBJ7 senior reporter Joe DeShiel visited the provider. Joe, when will it begin accepting patients?
Well, Jean, the construction is complete. The certificate of occupancy and other permits are now in hand, and Good Samaritan Hospice is staffing its new hospice house with the goal of accepting the first patient in the next 60 days. Good Samaritan Hospice has served the Roanoke Valley for more than 30 years, and following the dedication of the new Sheila S. Strauss Hospice House in June, the organization is entering a new era.
We believe, as the only community-based nonprofit hospice serving this valley, that we're also making history. You know, there's not another freestanding hospice facility across the valley. It's a need that patients and families have.
Good Samaritan CEO Aaron Hausch says the goal has always been to keep people with advanced illness at home when possible. But for people who need a higher level of care as they near the end of their life, the new hospice house will provide care in a home-like setting.
Many of the patients here, if they went to the hospital, would likely be in the ICU. So we'll be doing high level of care here, but hopefully in an environment that is as home-like as possible and creates sort of that peaceful support at the end of life for a patient and their family.
Now over here is where we have our family room. And it's just designed with all the comforts of home. People can gather around the TV, around the fireplace, enjoy time together.
Scotty Hartman gave us a tour of the community spaces, including a kitchen, office, and meditation chapel. And she showed us one of the 16 private rooms for patients.
And of course we have a hospital bed for them. And then over to my left is a day bed for, seating during the day, but also if someone wants to stay the night with their loved one, that's actually a twin size bed so people can sleep there.
Good Samaritan took care of my mother-in-law, and then they took care of my mom and dad.
Kim Sheeler and her family turned to Good Samaritan in their time of need, and now she volunteers in a show of support. The new hospice house, she says, will make a big difference for families in our area.
It's been a demand for something like this for many years in the Roanoke Valley. And to think that Beckley, West Virginia, or you have to go 3-4 hours away to have the care that's going to be available right here in our own backyard, I think that is a huge statement, and the support from the community has been incredible.
Aaron Hausch says he hopes more people will learn about Good Samaritan and take advantage of the services it offers, including hospice and palliative care.
We believe that there's a lot of hope left for people at the end of their life, but sometimes that's just sort of redefining what that hope is. And so in all of our programs, our goal is really helping people to move through that journey and redefine that, so that the time that they have left, no matter what that is, if it's 2 days, 2 minutes, 2 months, 2 years, that they're able to have the highest quality of life possible.
Good Samaritan launched its first capital campaign with a goal of $5 million. So far, the organization has brought in about $3.4 million. Jean, that means supporters are continuing to raise money to ensure that Good Samaritan Hospice can operate at full capacity and is well positioned for the future.
All right, Joe, a beautiful facility. Thank you for that report.